How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping out another video. Right, guys, the story I'm about to read is quite a scary one, in which a YouTube blogger or YouTube vlogger had a stalker. Now, this stalker was harassing her via emails and stuff like that, telling her he wanted to kill her, rape her, torture her, and then kill her. He then took a flight from Estonia, guys, to England to turn up on this girl's doorstep, which is just crazy. He turned up with a flask of ammonia, some syringes, some duct tape, and a gold sex toy. Right. Now, like I say, it must have been very scary for her. Really, really scary for her. God bless. But luckily, he was arrested and he ended up being detained by the police and stuff. But I want to read you the story, guys. Anyway, link in the description below. So, internet stalker turned up at house of YouTube blogger with ammonia, syringe, and a gold sex toy. Ordinarily, that'd be a good night, do you know what I mean, if you got your hands on a bird and stuff, but not in this way, guys, not in this way. He claimed it was a face massager, but his sinister emails painted a more disturbing picture. A stalker turned up at the home of a YouTube blogger with a sinister kit, including a flask of ammonia, a syringe, a needle, parcel tape, and a gold-coloured sex toy. Lachey, 24, from Estonia, became so obsessed with the internet personality and sent her emails loaded with sexual content in which he threatened to kidnap, torture, rape and kill her. Lachey then flew to the UK in April last year and sent the young woman tweets including photos of her home before turning up at her house and speaking to her dad, the Liverpool Echo reports. He convinced Lachey that the woman did not live there. After spotting the stalker had both his and his wife's names written down on a notepad, he then called police. Yet when officers came round to the woman's Merseyside home the next day to drop off panic alarms, they spotted Lachey, who fled and got into the back of a nearby car. Lachey, whose own dad was sitting in the driver's seat, struggled with police, who managed to drag him out of the Skoda and arrested both men. Inside the car, they found a bag containing parcel tape, a screwdriver, brown gloves, an eye mask, a torch, a belt, a hip flask containing an ammonia solution, a syringe, a needle, opera glasses, plastic flowers, and an item described by police as a gold-coloured dildo. Liverpool Crown Court heard Lachey sent the emails in which he talked to Fate, wanting them to be together between March and June 2017. They're mostly bizarre tweets until November that year. Kenneth Grant, prosecuting, said in one email sent on 8th of March 2017, he said he would fly to the UK next year and make my life his life goal to find you and kill you. He said he would sneak into her home in the early hours of the morning, drug her, kidnap her, wait until she woke up, then shave you bald and strip you naked. Lachey said, I will rape you and make you pregnant, then I will tie you up and torture you for hours, which is basically me using my whip and other tools I brought with me to make you suffer and hopefully feel what I felt all these years. He added, then I guess it'll just end up stabbing you in the chest with a kitchen knife and watch you slowly die. This guy's sweet talk needs to up his game, man. These Estonians can't sweet talk women for shit. Lachey's dad was arrested on suspicion of assisting an offender, but the London-based businessman was later released without charge. His son confessed to telling the victim he was going to find her and saw her legs off, and that he might be a bit of a psycho, but told police it was a joke. He denied sending death threats, but accepted he was a troll and asked her not to get engaged or to marry anyone. The stalker told officers his dad had offered to take him to Liverpool as part of a holiday, but was unable to give any explanation for items including the tape, syringe, hip flask, before claiming the dildo was a face massaging tool. Lachey agreed he made a lot of effort to find his victim, admitted stalking, but denied it was with intent to commit a sexual offence. He stood trial, but after the police told the jury they did not think he was carrying the bag when chased, prosecutors dropped the charge. They accepted he intended to commit a sexual offence. He would not have been with his dad, an international furniture dealer. Lachey, of no fixed address, instead admitting a second count of stalking, and sentencing was adjourned for a psychiatric report. Doctors found he had a combination of Asperger's syndrome, autism and ADHD, and was not deemed suitable for hospital treatment. Jonathan Savage, defending, accepted some emails were extremely distressing, but said in others Lachey had fantasised about them being a couple. Lachey's mum claimed he had a syringe for injections for a medical condition and that she bought the ammonia to bring him around after epileptic fits. Fucking family are in on this, guys. Mr. Savage suggested the item described as a dildo by police was a battery-powered muscle relaxant, and the blindfold was bought for the flight. Bollocks. Nay's mum explained he had carried a screwdriver around with him since childhood and wore gloves because of his dislike of touching things. Okay, his mum is giving him the fucking alibi. She's in on it as well. Mr. Savage denied his client smuggled those items on his flight and said possessing them had been viewed in the context of his mental state. He added, his client was socially isolated and came to the UK not to cause any physical harm, but to progress what he believed to be a relationship and persuade her, difficulties might be to be believed, that he was actually quite a nice person. Yeah, top bloke, yeah. Mr. Savage said Nay's prison sentence was finished and it was understood he had been repatriated to Estonia. Judge Clement Goldstein QC said, Nay caused the woman untold distress and fear and described the March-April email as graphic and terrifying. He said Nay saw a golden opportunity when his dad was visiting Liverpool to seek out his victim and was caught with the very sinister items. The judge accepted it might be an innocent explanation if the items were each taken into isolation, but he said, I have no doubt that the location together was devised by you because there was, within a very warped and sick mind, something that could have led at some stage to something far more serious than that for which you may face a sentence. Judge Goldstein accepted the last person in the world Nay would have had with him if intended to commit a sexual offence was his father. But he told Nay it was no joke to her, it was utterly terrifying. And when you travelled halfway across Europe with his victim in your sights, Judge Goldstein said cyberstalking was a plague of the 21st century and his victim was unable left to sleep with her trust shattered. He jailed Nay for 21 months and made an indefinite restraining order. And then he's been fucked up back to Estonia, guys. Now, if any of you want to try this with me, I'll leave my door open. I'll give you my address. Been single for 3 years now. Nobody wants none of this. People that do live in America, which is too far. Like I say, if you're after a bit of how's your father, like I say, I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm very small fry. I've only just reached 10,300 this afternoon. But if you want to, if you're up for a kinky time and stuff, want to bring some handcuffs and stuff, and like an eye mask for me, and dress up all sexy like and stuff, I ain't gonna complain. Do you know what I mean? Really not and stuff. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to hold me down or get my own dick up your hard and stuff like that. I swear to God, no blue pills here. Even though I am getting on a bit, I'm 35 now. But like I say, guys, it's not a laughing matter when you look at the female in this case. It must have been very scary for her, very frightening stuff. But again, I'm a man and I can handle that shit. So if you want to bring it on, I'm up for it. Do you know what I mean? Depend what you're into and stuff like that. You might be a little bit crazy. All women are crazy, guys. All women are psychopaths. But the crazy ones are the best ones when it comes to the old, how's your father? You know what I mean? A bit of motion in the ocean and stuff. I'm telling you. The crazy ones are the best ones. Might have their own mood swing in the garden, but you can do what you want with them. Top drawer. If you are one of those girls, definitely drop me a call. My number's on my description. Email, text, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, email, whatever your little thing is. If you squirt, you get an extra 5 points because that's been a fantasy from a very young age of mine. But yeah, guys, like I say, crazy situation, crazy story. But again, if you want to do it, like I swear to God, like I'll fight you tooth and nail. Wink, wink. Yeah, guys. Anyway, gonna leave it there. There are cheap flights available from Estonia and other European countries. Get here before March because Brexit's going to fuck that shit up, and then there might be like borders in place and stuff, and like it might cost you more for a flight. EasyJet, talking like I say 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, £90 return. Call me. I'll put a link in the description for EasyJet, Ryanair, I don't think Ryanair, JetB, JetFly, whatever it's called, Flybe, all that sort of shit. Cheap flights available, guys. If you're based in the UK, I'm only in Manchester, just up the road. You know what I mean? Home of Chips, Gravy, Oasis, Manchester United, Manchester City, the legendary music scene. Even though Sankey Soaps has gone, the Hacienda's gone and all that, right? Still a banging city, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So if you're interested, call me. No police, I don't speak to the police in any which way. So there will be no criminal charges filed. See what I'm saying? Right, guys, on that note, I'm going to leave it there. God bless this girl in this situation. I hope this freak never returns to the UK. If you want to do this to me, single for 3 years, The two things I used to be very good at, fucking and fighting. I've not done either for a long time, so I don't know if we can still fight. I don't know if we can still fuck, but it'll be fun to try and find out if we can do that. Right, guys, going to leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out. Boom.